Maxwell David Jalaimi, and I am honored. I'm happy that we'll be spending part of the week together. And we'll be looking at the MCR. We'll be looking at one of the MCR case study, and then we'll be discussing MCR Maturity Investigation 1, and then we'll be having MCR Maturity Investigation 2. I will try and see how I can make the lecture or the section interesting and interacting. We'll go on now. You may have noticed that we are looking at Invented PAD, actually introducing MCR Invented PAD. But when we talk about Invented PAD, we are simply talking about the MCR Investigation PAD. Now, the PAD is on the internet. You can just type free copy of MCR Investigation PAD, and I always recommend that you go through the PAD. So this session is just trying to see how I can teach how to use the MCR Investigation PAD, and that is just what we're going to cover in this session. I'm going to be looking at the MCR, and then I'm going to be telling us or narrating a case study. We'll go through MCR Maturity Investigation 1 and then 2. So let's start. The MCR, what is it? It's simply Maturity Chart Research. So our concern as regards our research is about life as is found in the mind, person, and the community. Now that we have established in the MCR quest, now we've established that in the MCR quest, and then we're not just concerned about life in the mind, person, and community. We're concerned about actually lifestyle. Now we're concerned about the reality, in the mind or within the mind, and the person, and of course the community. So we research life. Now we research life on its own. We can research life with the Invented PAD, and then we can research lifestyle too, and we can research reality. We can research the mind. We research the mind. We can research the mind. With the MCR Investigation PAD, you can research your mind. Yeah, of course. And if I were to tell you what is in my mind, you can begin to investigate or research, find out. So, if this is what you said, that means you don't have this, you need this, you don't have that. Now we can do that. You can investigate a person or research a person, and then you can investigate or research a community. You can investigate the mind of individuals and the community. And I would say you can do that for a male if the community is all males. You can investigate, or all females. You can do that. You can investigate the mind of the male, mind of the female, their mind, person, and their community. Let's try this Invented PAD. Let's try them. Let's try them. So, when you have the walker, you can use the MCR Investigation PAD to investigate the walker. Now I have a video, a demonstration of MCR, using the MCR Investigation PAD and the stage play. Well, we're going to be using the stage play here, but then you could get that session to listen to it. So, but I just realized that in that session I didn't really make mention of certain details, and that's why we're repeating it here. So, but when you have the walker, usually you have his walk. These are the two things. These are the two things that you could talk about an individual. When you have an individual, you could talk about he's a worker and he's busy at his place of work. Usually we'll just pick the worker and say, well, his personality. We want to know the kind of personality he is or possess. Then we look at his destiny. The worker is actually the personality. The worker here, these two, the worker and his work, is what we mean by what? It's what we mean by the personality and the destiny. And of course, as you study the worker and his work, you will begin to see certain self-esteem in him. You could really see that from his speech, anger, expression, desires, what provoke him, what excite him. And of course, you will be quick, soon to realize that there is maturity. Now, on the MCR investigation part, this is really not the arrangement. If you have it, no, that's not the arrangement. And by the way, these are components, so let's look at how they are arranged. And the MCR, the first is usually maturity. The maturity is very vital. It's maturity that empowers the personality, and together personality empowers the destiny. So if you have a worker, his personality maturity really makes him a worker. Well, we could call it his destiny. Now, actually, on the MCR investigation part, you can investigate the worker, and then you can investigate his work. His work is the reality. Like we stated somewhere, that we can investigate reality. His work is his reality, and then the worker is the person, the individual we talked about. So we have self-esteem. This is actually the arrangement. And that's how you should investigate. Using the MCR investigation part, you should look out for certain things that are really specified in maturity value, certain personality type. We have invented what we mean by maturity, what we mean by personality type, and what we mean by destiny manifestation, actually, and self-esteem. And when we talk about all of these four, they're actually known as components. Now, these are the four components of life, four components of reality, four components of lifestyle. You could say the four components of the mind too. Four components of the person, four components of the community. So in every community you go, you have to find maturity. You could really identify the community on its own, and as a personality, and the destiny is what you feel the community is all about. The self-esteem, the way people really behave in the community. And what we say is that this pattern of research, is historical, natural, common, anywhere around the world. Wherever you go, it's either you find a community. When you find a community, an individual, or mind, life, lifestyle, or reality, you always find out that they always have this four components, and they're historical, they're natural and common anywhere around the world. Well, that is that about the MCR. It's just an invented part of component. And component have maturity, personality type, destiny manifestation, and self-esteem. Our case study is critical moment. Please don't go away. Now, I don't want to make the discussion lengthy and boring, so we're going to take a break, and then when I return, I'm going to tell us a story. We're going to go through the story, critical moments, and then we will go on to the next item. Thank you.